see if it translates to the actual game.
And Michigan guy from Flint, so magic like that. Lonzo for three. He's got it. Lonzo Ball for a triple.
Well, you can see the fans. They are on Lonzo's train, so to speak, as they stood up in standing ovation for his first triple.
He was the MVP of the Summer League, had 2 triple-doubles, set a record for assists during the Vegas Summer League. Butler guarded by Clarkson, goes around 2 Lakers, wide open is Gibson, and he drills it as Jimmy Butler made that happen.
Well, that short corner 3, that's what Taj has really worked on.
Clarkson does not hesitate, and it's an air ball that goes straight out of bounds.
I don't know if you heard the footsteps coming at him of Butler, but that one was a little bit wide left.
All right, Lonzo will sit for the first time, and into the game for the Lakers is Tyler Ennis. Tyler really deserved and earned this spot with his play at the end of the year.
At the end of the year, Tyler Ennis really showed off a little bit. He was playing real good basketball.
Yeah, he had a career-high 20 in one of the games against the Timberwolves back in April. I don't know if you recall, but last year we saw the Timberwolves 3 times in 17 days right at the end of the season. But it's a much different looking team.
And the illegal defense against the Lakers, so Jimmy Butler will shoot the technical foul. And when Jimmy's posted up like that, he was posted up against a smaller defender in Jordan Clarkson. And he just turns and face when you got a real issue if you don't get it out of his hands.
Career highs in starts, points, rebounds, and assists for Jimmy last year. 3rd team All-NBA. 28 years of age, and he stands 6'7". Bielitsa on the outside, and Butler will control.
Butler, one of the better two-way players in this league.
Jane on its way. Kuzma, good rebound. He gets it to Ennis. Up ahead for Clarkson. Clarkson spinning, looking. Kuz for 3. Just short. As the crowd was already ready to explode.
Yes, they were. They had already started yelling his name.
I'm interested to see how Zubac plays tonight. He did not have a great summer league, and hopefully the last couple of months he's ready to go in shape and feeling confident.
The big fella still learning a little bit about the NBA game. 2:42 in the quarter. Excitement so far.
Hey, Bonds.
Got a sec?
What's up, folks?
I found this in your locker.
Coach, I'm delicate.
Whether it's new business, new boss, or new romance, these are the designer moments.
Now at Men's Warehouse, designer suits start at $279, plus buy one, get one free on select items.
You're gonna like the way you look in a designer suit.
When deciding to deal in palms, Arby's had a choice to make. Eggplant palm or the new, unconventional chicken pepperoni palm. We chose the path with juicy buttermilk chicken and slices of pepperoni. Because no offense to eggplant, but what is it? Arby's, we have the meat.
Tony Gonzalez's career stats are legendary. So are his life stats. All the jobs his mom worked for him. The thousands of calls to her from the road. The 40 years of family dinners. Greatness is measured by the numbers, but it's made with a fighting spirit. Since 1925, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed with a fighting spirit.
We've assembled some of the finest coaching minds in America right here. Can you have good culture and not win?
If the coach never played and can put you in a position to be successful, that's all that matters.
The end of the game it's a time where you feel like you can hopefully have an impact.
When he drained that shot to put us up 1, first words out of my mouth, Steve, I told you.
I had that play for 7 years.
Don't miss Open Court, Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern on NBA TV.
Back in Anaheim, here are some old faces, if you will. They jettisoned Mozgov contract. Nick is now up at Golden State. Lou Williams is actually with the Clippers. Tarek is back in Texas. And D'Angelo Russell is going to be running the show in Brooklyn. Here are the new guys, Lopez, Kuzma, Ball, KCP, and Andrew Bogut, who's been having some visa problems. One of the reasons why he's not playing, plus his leg is still healing up a little bit. It's going to be a good place for D'Angelo. You know, a young team. Expectations won't be ridiculously high, and obviously that was the big trade of the summer for the Lakers, dealing D'Angelo after just a couple of years in a Laker uniform.
Yeah, but the opportunity was there to obviously draft Lonzo.
Yep.
Both of them playing the same position.
Right.
I think the Lakers did a very, very good job with they got what they got in that deal.
Look at that ball fake. My question answered. That was beautifully done by Zubac.
Nice show and go there. He showed the jump shot, and dang, took all that bait.
Well done by Zoo. Falling down is Muhammad. Shabazz now to the right-hand side. Clarkson. Throw it down. Kuzma from JC.
You know, when that pass went up there, I thought, oh, that's out of his reach. But Kuzma elevated and really stretched out a little bit.
From the University of Utah, played against Lonzo Ball. Lonzo said something funny the other day. He goes, I don't even remember playing against him. But it was all league was Kyle Kuzma.
Yeah, it was Jordan Clarkson with the lob, and nice stretch by Kuzma with the finish. That's what gives them opportunities to make plays just like that.
Jimmy Butler back to the free throw line for the Wolves. By the way, the Wolves will be the Lakers' opponent on Christmas night. So take a look at it. Get ready on Christmas Eve at Staples Center. Be a nationally televised game. These two teams will go at each other. Lakers opening night for the season, the 19th, a home game against the Clippers. And it's down to the way goes, and Zoo is 2 for 2.
Zoo still has that very soft touch around the basket. A lot of bigs shoot bricks from that distance, but his touch is very nice.
Zubac now bumping and grinding with Gang underneath. Gang steps out a little bit, loses his man, uses the board. Good box out that time. When a foul's going to be on Bjelica.
Well, you can't beat the fundamentals. I don't care how much flash you have in your game. You still have to execute the fundamentals. And Kuzma that time, good job of doing the fundamental block out and gets the call.
Got a minute now.
That one up.
Two-hand dunk by Zubac, and the Lakers have battled back, and they're down by 2. 28-26, just a minute to go here in the first quarter, first preseason game. Corey Brewer had his hands on it. That's going to be Laker basketball.
That's a kick ball. Another look at Tyler Ennis. Zoo, nice finish. If you're going to go up with a purpose. That's a purpose right there.
Mike Trudell, and we mentioned it was a tough summer, but it's a great start to the preseason for Ivica.
Yeah, Bill, look, nobody was more disappointed in his personal summer league than Zubac. He just did not feel like himself there, and he really rededicated things in the offseason, trimmed down to 8% body fat. In fact, that's what Luke Walton and the players have been calling him, 8%, and it just looks much better, much lighter on his feet. We knew he had the skills, the hands, the know-how, but really that was the thing that he focused on, getting that condition down, getting it in order. And we also have to remember how young he still is as well, guys. So Zoo, a different player from Vegas already so far.
20 years of age, Ivica Zubac.
Speaking of Vegas, he doesn't make sure he has some ID. They won't even let him into the restaurant.
That's right. LA on a 6-0 run. Underneath. Missed the layup underneath. That was Tyus Jones, who was top man in the NCAA tournament, trying to go back door for Corey Brewer, who is a former Wolf.
That's the right idea.
Yeah. Here's Shabazz played at UCLA. Oh, underneath. Followed and put in by Bjelica.
Clean that one up. Bjelica did as the shot was missed, and he was right there to rebound it and get fouled. It's a good job. That's what happens when you have to give support on a dribble penetration, you leave your man, and that frees him up for an offensive board.
Here's Nemanja at the line. He had a career-high 24 against the Lakers last year. That November game. Had a foot injury in March and missed the rest of the season, but he's back at 100%. That stops the Laker run. Ennis. Kuzma's going to try it again. So smooth. Kyle Kuzma.
Well, I'm glad he made it because they didn't utilize the clock as well as they should have.
Yeah. Shot a little early. Now the clock is down to 3. 1, and the quarter is over, and we're tied at 31.
Well, entertaining first quarter. Both teams putting it up on the scoreboard with the 31 points, but you can see the Laker fans, including Laker management, kind of like what they see so far. We've got 3 more quarters of game number 1 in the preseason with the Lakers and the Timberwolves tied at 31.
Where's Gary?
Saved money on motorcycle insurance with Geico. Going up the country. Later, Gary.
I have a motorcycle.
Wonderful.
Geico Motorcycle. Great rates for great rides.
Rated E for everyone.
Oh, yes! That will take the world by storm!
It's El Tornado! I'll challenge any of you to try out.
Suited up, ready, moving, running like a brand new ship. Yeah, speed of the yeah, going for the goal, no, yeah.
Right about El Tornado! Absolutely incredible!
PlayStation.
You're here to buy a used car, truck, SUV. That's smart. TrueCar can help. It's great for finding a new car, but you already knew that. It's also great for finding the perfect used car. You'll see what a fair price is, and you can connect with a TrueCar certified dealer. So no matter what you're looking for, there it is. This is how buying a used car should be. This is TrueCar.
Save on pet food and supplies at Chewy.com.
I love shopping for my pets at Chewy because the prices are amazing. I have a big family, so saving money is important. At Chewy, we save on the dog's food, the cat's litter, and all of their toys and treats. Plus, it's delivered right to our door, and the shipping is free. The pets love the box, and we love the savings.
Save 20% on your favorite brands and get fast free shipping today. Shop online now at Chewy.com.
Lakers basketball is being brought to you by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. Good times anytime. Good times all the time. Well, there's a view on Media Day of the UCLA Health Training Center. Stu, it is a palace. It is a jewel. In fact, the players were there so much during the summer, we got to hide the keys, lock them out.
It reminds them of home.
And Tynell, the picture, of course, underneath, wide open. They find Zubac, who has 8 points already in the game.
You talk about coming out of a timeout and running a play that the coach drew up. That'll make Luke Walton very happy. They executed that one to perfection.
Shabazz. It's a good play over the defense. This Wolves team, they hovered around top 10 offensive efficiency last year, but disappointing bottom 5 in defense. Just overall, it was a disappointing year for them. Ennis, stop and pop from straight away.
Well, he surveyed the defense. His man got picked off, and he didn't do anything out of control. Stopped at the free throw line and knocked it down.
Jamal Crawford, 18 years. You heard it, Stu. 18 in the league.
Corey Brewer
knocks it away as Jang was going up. Brewer again. Zubac's going to try a 3. Hits the heel, comes on.
Everybody's got the light.
Of course, it's the new NBA.
Some have a green and some have a yellow.
The crazy stats are Brook Lopez's stats. Last year, Brook had 134 threes. After making only 3 in his first 8 years.
That just is a prime example of where the game has gone as far as bigs are concerned.
We'll see Brooks soon enough. He's out with back spasms tonight. Former All-Star. There's Jamal. Bjelica's going to launch one. Underneath, picking up the garbage is Muhammad.
Somebody turned their head and didn't box out, and Muhammad got an easy one.
Again, we'll see plenty of players, lots of different combinations. These teams try to develop their rotation and the chemistry. The shortened preseason for all teams in the NBA.
That's a tough call on Zubac there. Looked like he set a pretty good screen. The officials were saying that he got there a little late. He's moving.
You know, we talk about the NBA making changes. They got rid of 4 games in 5 nights, and back-to-backs are down around the league. I think the average is 14 this upcoming season.
Well, you can't get rid of them all.
No, they got rid of the 4s and 5. But not the back-to-backs, but the numbers are down. There's another foul on the perimeter.
It's a hand check. Kuzma.
Barry Zielinski makes the call. He's working tonight's game with Sean Wright and Andy Richardson. Lakers with 5 turnovers in the game. Ball out of bounds, Shabazz Muhammad. We're 2.5 into the second quarter. Preseason game number 1. Glad you're with us on Spectrum Sportsnet. We're with you again in a couple of nights. Monday night, Denver at Staples Center. Muhammad, little fall away in the lane for a deuce.
He's tough on that box. You put him on the left box, and you're going to have to get the ball out of his hand.
Ennis, deep. Rebound. The former Cardinal from Louisville. 7 lead changes and 7 ties so far. The southpaw misses the jump shot. Zubac with the board for the Lakers. We'll see Nance, Lonzo Ball, KCP in a moment underneath, gliding in and then blowing the layup. Was
I realized he wasn't high enough to dunk it. Then he tried to just lay it in, and it hit the back of the iron.
There's a lob underneath. They battle. We're going to get a foul on the Lakers. And as mentioned, Larry Nance, Caldwell Pope, and Lonzo Ball back in for the Lakers.
You know, and you say this is the preseason, game number 1 of the preseason. Maybe certain guys won't be playing a lot, but if you're the Lakers, you've got to get, some of your core guys on the floor together quite a bit, especially with there only being the 6 now, of course.
And by the way, this year, the fan base will be all together. Nobody's going to be rooting for losses this year. Lakers don't have their pick. So it's all about winning games this year.
Wow, late whistle, second foul on Lonzo. I mean, that was a late whistle.
Lonzo 6'6", just under 200 pounds, 19 years of age. The second pick in the draft. Crazy how the Lakers last few years have had the second pick successively. Year after year after year, it seems. A couple of fouls on Ball. Again, it's been a 4-year absence from the playoffs for the Lakers. And a record-setting year a couple of years ago, one that they didn't want to see, utility-wise. Lonzo Ball, now to Corey Brewer. The slasher Corey Brewer can really run the floor. Here he is on top, looking to get to the basket. Out to Larry Nance. Good mid-range game for Larry. Sweeping hook. And underneath, we've got a Wolf on the floor.
See how Kuzma worked his way for inside position. Nice job of watching the ball and then moving your feet, not just saying, okay, if it bounces my way, I'll get it. He made an effort to get himself in position to get the rebound.
Stu, they got a log jam at a lot of these positions, but fortunately, the NBA isn't as stubborn as it used to be. The 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, and 5s. So many players now are interchangeable and versatile. Well, you get rid of those tags a lot quicker now in this league.
And that's some of the reason is because of the way the game has evolved into a perimeter game. I mean, if you're a 4, you play 5 very easily because of the perimeter game. It takes other bigs away from the hoop.
Lob underneath, Shabazz Muhammad rather on a really nice pass from Tyus Jones.
Just because your man doesn't have the ball and you're on the weak side, that doesn't mean you can relax. Sometimes that's the most dangerous place to be.
Corey Brewer. Boy, somehow that just rolled over the front of the rim as he threw it over his shoulder.
I thought he was making that move and going to make the pass along the baseline to Kuzma, but somehow, as you mentioned, with his back to the basket, he scored.
Jones, the little guy, now to Crawford. Good bullet pass into the corner. Bielitsa misses. They give the ball straight to Lonzo. Surveys. Quickly now up for Kuzma. Kuzma had a notion to shoot. Look at the spin. Loses it. Gets it back. They battle on the floor. Goes out to Brewer. On its way. No good. Tapped by Larry Nance, and Minnesota has control.
Good effort by Kuzma. They knocked it out of his hand, and he was right there battling to get it back.
Really good intensity for a preseason game, especially the first one. Zhang hits it from the corner of the key. First game of the preseason is always one of the sloppiest you'll see. Kuzma. Boy, the quick trigger that time.
Again, pace of game is the way it is in the NBA. You know, one pass, and you think you're open, fire away.
And Luke said he wants him to run, but he may have to rein him in occasionally. Here they come.
Nice
3 on O's. KCP for 2.
Nice crossover to get rid of the defender at midcourt. Once he did that, there was nobody back.
Contavious Caldwell-Pope. Coming over from the Detroit Pistons. Jamal Crawford. Multiple Sixth Man of the Year awards for him. Boy, Muhammad's really doing some work.
Work is an understatement. He's taking it upon himself to do the job. 6:27 to play. Get another look at KCP. Oh, crossover. Where'd you go, Jamal? Easy hoop. The Lakers down 4.
Listen, we've all got to make choices. If you're hungry and you got $5, you could make a random meal playing Dollar Menu Bingo.
And fish sandwich.
Or you can get a real meal with the Charbroiled Double Cheeseburger, spicy chicken sandwich, drink, fries, and look at this fresh baked cookie. Oh, word! The $5 All-Star Meals. There's 4 of them, and there's no better way to spend $5. Only at Carl's Jr. and Hardee's.
Today's Best Western is more rewarding than ever. Rewards members get our best rates and points that never expire. Fast forward to a free night by earning double rewards points with every stay. Go get rewarded. Book now at bestwestern.com.
They said it was impossible to have great tasting light beer. Boom! Award-winning Heineken Light, brewed with Cascade hops. They also said it's impossible to teleport. Oh, come on!
Hey you, are you ready? Grab your pack, grab your tent, grab your gear. Jump in. We're going on an adventure. In Arizona, there's so much to see, so much to experience. At GCU, adventure is never too far away. Offering over 200 academic programs with a Christian worldview and nestled in the heart of Phoenix, you can earn your degree in fewer than 4 years and explore everything Arizona has to offer. Find your purpose at GCU. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu/AZ road trip.
There's a reason this season can't come soon enough. Why NBA history is always being rewritten. And why this game is about more than just basketball. There's a reason this fall is going to be hotter than the summer. Why 2 seconds can feel like an eternity. And why any city can become the center of the universe.
Well, we heard some devastating news this morning. The passing of Frank Hamblin, such an integral part of the Laker coaching staff during the championship seasons with Phil. And Stu, honest, one of the greatest men you'll ever get a chance to meet, and this really hurts everybody.
Unbelievable. I mean, obviously I've known Frank for 50 years. It's just, the news was devastating.
Yep.
Like you said, one of the greatest guys you could ever meet. His sense of humor was something special. And it was sometimes very dry, but he was really, really a special person.
Yeah, a big part of the Laker championship teams. And obviously we're thinking about his family tonight. Frank Hamblin, one of the greats. Shabazz with the free throw. Lonzo will bring it up. Ball so far, 3 points in the game. Underneath, Randall. Tries to attack the lane.
Well, I like that call where, I mean, they're trying to just be off the ball and take these charges. I wish they would do a little bit better job of getting position to play defense as opposed to being off the ball and waiting for someone to elevate and then get up under him.
Randall goes to the line again. If you're just joining us, Lonzo's played 11 minutes, 3 points, 2 assists, and 3 rebounds. The Lakers mobile app is your inside source for all access to everything Lakers. Follow Lakers news, get game day stats, find seat upgrades, and more. All within the Lakers app. Download today for free on Apple and Android devices. Julius Randle now in his 4th year. Remember the lost first year that he had. Towns, baseline, going to come up short. And a fellow Kentuckian, Randle with the rebound. Boy, he looks different. Slipped down, doesn't he? Now to Julius. Julius to the dribble. Trying to post up. Bielitsa. Bump it into him. Fall away. Jumper. Going to settle in. Yes.
Nice touch there. That's the one thing that on that play there, he did have a number of bounces himself. But the Lakers want to make sure they don't get caught up in too much of that. They want that ball to not stick in one person's hands unless it's your point guard.
Well, no rim protection there. Ball into the corner. Ingram. In and out. As Lonzo found the open man in the corner, Brandon couldn't connect. Here's Andrew Wiggins, former #1 pick in the draft. Originally with Cleveland. Teague tries to sift his way in. He just scored the layup a moment ago. Bounced by Crawford. Wiggins alone. Boy, they just let it fall right into the waiting hands of Ingram. Again, no big men tonight as far as Bogut or Lopez. Both really
hustle by Larry Nance.
As we've seen so often. Ingram's going to try another 3. And Brandon played 1 game in Summer League, then was shut down. Oh, reverse layup. Teague goes to the basket. And it's 51-44, Minnesota. Ball out to Randle. That's not his shot. He gets it right back from Lonzo. Lonzo attacks, tries to give it to Ingram, and it's thrown away. It's going to be taken by Wiggins. Ball from behind, though.
I like what Lonzo Ball just did. You see how he turned the ball over on one end,
but didn't give up.
Did not pout or anything. Nope. Hustled back and got the steal.
And I think the crowd appreciates that.
I know who appreciates that is Luke Walton
and Staff. The ball from way downtown. Again, it's Nance battling. So is Caldwell Pope. Underneath, Larry Nance. Whoa, he missed the backhand layup. Made that a lot harder than it could have been.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right wing, Towns. Count it. And the foul. A 3-point opportunity for Karl Anthony Towns.
You know, I talked about Lonzo Ball turning it over, but then hustling back. Our Carl's Cam has a good shot at that. There's the turnover, but look at him hustling back, and all of a sudden he gets the steal. That's what you do. It's so many players turn over, and then their first couple of steps are like baby steps. They're sad and pout, and they're not helping their team.
Well, for the Lakers defensively, obviously it can't just be lip service this year. Every year we hear the same thing. We're going to concentrate on defense. I know the very first day of practice, that's all they did was talk about defense. It's just up to the guys to buy in, and a certain group will buy in and get it. Lakers were, again, not one of the better defensive teams last year in the NBA.
And you either buy in or you find yourself on the end of the bench.
Yeah. Ball down the middle. Little runner for Lonzo.
That's a nice floater. If you watched him on that play, though, he was surveying both the guy who set the screen and the guy on the opposite corner.
Towns again attacks the basket. Rebound taken by Larry Nance. Here comes the Lakers 3-on-3. Ingram down the left. Caldwell Pope. That long to short, but he's going to chase it down again. Lakers with a new 24. Lonzo tried the quick pass to Larry Nance, and it's knocked out of bounds.
And you see what Larry was expecting. Good thing it was tipped out of bounds, because Larry was expecting the lob, and that was the bounce. Yeah. It would have been tough to handle. They did another look at Lonzo making that little floater in the key. Surveying. Pick it up. Easy shot.
Lonzo for 3. Of course, a lot has been talked about the funky delivery of Lonzo Ball. Will it translate to the pros? And we'll see. Everybody seems to think so. Here's Wiggins. Well, that rolled around. Now we got bodies on the floor.
Good hustle by Taj Gibson, as he's going to get his team another opportunity. 2:56 to go in the first half. The Lakers will follow behind by 8.
You know, Brad has never, had really a jingle coach. Right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Let's take it from the top.
Right.
And a
Can't imagine how I would have done this without you.
Right? No.
Crank it up! I want danger!
There's nothing more important to me than my vacation. So when I need to book the hotel room, I want someone that makes it easy to find what I want. Booking.com gets it. And with their price match feature, I never overpay when I need to get some peace and quiet.
Your vacation is very important. That's why Booking.com makes finding the right hotel for the right price easy. Visit Booking.com now to find out why we're booking. Yeah.
I've seen them all. Big, small, wide, slim, but never two exactly the same. Which is why at Men's Warehouse, we create the perfect fit. Because no matter what size your label says, it's time to like the way you look.
I used to love going to sports bars for honey barbecue chicken, but now I'm doing the dad thing.
Yeah, he is.
So we go to DQ for the honey barbecue glazed chicken strip basket. I like this dad thing.
I like this blizzard thing.
The sauced and tossed honey barbecue glazed chicken strip basket, only at DQ.
I used to have to go in to the auto parts store. Pay too much, never find quite what I'm looking for. Now I just go online, rock auto and see all the parts my car will ever need. Lower prices, more parts, more brands. It's so easy to find the right parts fast. All the parts your car will ever need. Rock Auto. All the parts your car will ever need. RockAuto.com.
I used to love going to sports bars for honey barbecue chicken, but now I'm doing the dad thing.
Yeah, he is.
So we go to DQ for the honey barbecue glazed chicken strip basket. I like this dad thing.
I like this blizzard thing.
The sauced and tossed honey barbecue glazed chicken strip basket, only at DQ.
Familiar faces in new places. How about Paul Millsap? Nice first impression for the Nuggets fans. Double-double, 22 and 11, 4 of 6 from 3 in a win over the defending champs. Coming up on our American Express halftime report, we'll look at those highlights, break down the first half between the Lakers and T-Wolves. Speaking of which, how about Jimmy Buckets and Lonzo Ball in their respective debuts? Bones and I will be with you. In the meantime, we send you back out to the Honda Center in Anaheim.
To take certain elements of the game that are mental, and he has them.
No Lakers in double figures so far. 2 Wolves. Jimmy Butler with 10 and Shabazz Muhammad. Great minutes for him. He has a dozen. 54-46.
Good read that time by Larry Nance with the screen was coming. He stuck his hand out and knocked the ball out of bounds.
Jamal to Towns. Well, speaking of good guys, Jamal Crawford, one of the best. Here's Gibson. Got to get a bounce, does not. Lonzo with the rebound. Had 2 triple-doubles during Summer League, despite the fact he wasn't really playing at 100%. In fact, he didn't even play in the championship game. That's when Kuzma was the MVP. Ball on the outside around a pick dumps Kuzma. 8 on the shot clock. Caldwell Pope dumps it down to Julius Randle. They're up against it now. Julius with 2, with 1. Bad shot that time as a 24-second violation on the Lakers.
Yeah, there's a case where, the shot clock was becoming an issue, but then the ball stuck again, But get in the habit of keeping that ball popping. If you're going to bounce it a couple of times, bounce it with a real purpose, not bouncing it to see what you're going to do with it.
Ball out of bounds. You've got Gibson, Teague, Wiggins, Karl Anthony Towns, and Jamal Crawford for Minnesota. For the Lakers, Ball, Randall, Kuzma, Zubac, and Clarkson underneath. Towns battling Zubac, and another Laker foul. Karl Anthony Towns forcing his will underneath. He had a 40-20 game, did Towns, against the Lakers last year. 40 points, 21 rebounds. The only NBA player, Stu, last year with 2,000 points and 1,000 rebounds. Look, when you start talking about bigs, you start with him and go from there.
I'll tell you, the Timberwolves doing a job on the free throw line tonight. They're going to have to clean up their defense without fouling act. The first half, Minnesota's lived there.
Yeah, 20 free throw attempts for the Timberwolves, just 6 for the Lakers. Wolves have made now 17 of 21 from the line as we come up on the 2-minute mark of the first half of game 1 of the preseason. We'll have game 2 from Staples Center, the Denver Nuggets on Monday. Clarkson, Zubac, who really had a great start to the game. Missed that little jump hook. Teague, quarterbacking. A lob underneath, and he finds Gibson all alone for the alley-oop dunk.
That time, no talking by the Lakers in transition. That's what freed up Taj for that lob.
Lonzo was looking for Zubac. We're going to have a whistle, ball out of bounds.
Jeff Teague had his head up, and the Lakers not communicating. And all of a sudden, Gibson's wide open, and the rest is history.
Jeff Teague with 4 assists in the game. Minnesota, their biggest lead, Stu, a dozen right now, 58-46. Kuzma working on Wiggins, looking to lean in. Instead, it's out for Lonzo. One-handed pass for Randall. He'll step back and score.
See, that time, 2 bounces, but the purpose was he to step back and took the shot as the clock was, again, becoming an issue.
And that one off the hands of Gibson as Teague falls down. The Laker basketball turnover. 5th turnover for Minnesota. Lonzo Ball. Zubac in very deep. Saw Randall was